All right, guys. This is going to be a showcase video of the $5 computer. Might be wondering, how did I get this computer for $5? See, a few months ago, I went to an estate sale. They had it for Friday and Saturday. I couldn't go on Friday because I was busy that day and I had work that afternoon. And I decided to be like, all right, I'm gonna go on Saturday. Went to go check it out just to see what they had because I saw they had a Pentium 4 era Dell, and I think this computer might have been there too, but I don't remember. But all I remember was I was gonna get the Dell because it would have been $10, and I was gonna do like a sleeper PC project out of it. But then I saw this guy. I saw the HP. There's the side panel. I didn't open it because I think it had screws in there. But I saw that the sticker right here. You can see the piece of tape that's still there. It's like, all right, $5 for a computer, basically. I was like, what does it have? I saw it had a Ivy Bridge sticker of the i5, and I was like, all right. You can see right there. This thing did come with a monitor. I couldn't find the monitor. I think somebody might have bought it, but I knew it came with Windows 8. I saw it had a 3330S. I was like, all right, cool. 12 gigs of DDR3, awesome. 1 TB hard drive. That is what's up. So I grabbed it, took it to my car, went to go test it, and I didn't have a DVI monitor, so I was running DVI adapters to it because it has dual DVI. And I was like, all right, well, one DVI didn't work, so let me just connect the other one. That didn't work. So I was like, all right. Didn't know if the cable was bad or not, so I was like, all right, well, I'm going to put this guy in. This one I picked up locally, I think like 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago. So I think it was sometime in the summer of last year. I picked this guy up with a bunch of other Radeon cards for cheap at the time. And I was like, all right, I'm going to test that guy out. No display out. So I was like, okay. Is this motherboard actually dead? So I grabbed whatever GPU I had on hand, and I happen to have this guy right here that happened to fit. This is a 4060 low profile edition that I got months ago. And I was like, all right, I'm going to get that. Grab a 600 watt power supply, put it right here. Unplug the 24 pin and 8 pin, which is why these are disconnected. And turn it on. It immediately displayed an image. And I was like, all right, cool. But we're not all the way in because there was a password on the hard drive. So I was like, all right, whatever. I went to go get an SSD that I had as a test one just to test like functionality on systems. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go through the files because there was times where I've had computers. It's one of the reasons why I bought like a 20 pack of these guys. Because there was computers that I found that never got formatted, and there was a bunch of family photos and stuff like that. And I figured, you know what? It would be nice if I like have that there and be like, hey, that's like you anyone missing this or that. Because sometimes you'll see people's driver's license and stuff like that. I've seen that in a computer that I bought a year ago that I finally tested a couple months ago. And I saw there was a bunch of family photos and a driver's license. Excuse me. And it's just a PSA. If you're going to be selling a computer, please remove the storage drive or at least format it. That's just a PSA. But anyways, I went to go access it, and this is when I had a realization. So this is like a very old guy, like a very old, like trucker looking guy. They look to be like in the 60s, 70s. And more than likely, the Dell, Pentium 4 era Dell was his. And I think he had a son. Or a grandson. Who knows? But there was some stuff in this hard drive that it wasn't like horrible. It was just weird. I'm not going to go to the details of it, but once I saw what I saw in there, I was like, yeah, this hard drive is getting absolutely wiped and cleaned. and all that, and getting the secure erase treatment, because that there was some stuff that they were into, and I was like, I'm not here to judge it in 2025, but yeah, I got all that situated, and I was like, all right, I have this computer. What should I do with it? And then I had a thought. I saw a computer for sale, and they were trying to say it was the best value. Then I was hearing people saying that it was impossible to build a cheap computer. These things don't support Windows 10 anymore. Well, they stopped support for 10 and they don't support Windows 11. But I was thinking to myself, what if I do upgrades to this computer? What if I add an SSD, upgrade the RAM, add a graphics card, preferably a slot powered graphics card. We try to see if maybe we can do upgrades on this $5 computer for under $100 and see how far we can push it. I already bought all the stuff. This is not going to be a part 2, as this is just only a showcase. And the follow-up video will just be a completely separate one of just upgrading the computer and see how far it goes. Yeah, as you can see, this thing is not that great of a power supply. But I just wanted to show this video, record this video, just showcasing this very dirty very dirty computer. Talking about the backstory, what I found, the PSA, and what the plans are for this computer. Because I feel like this would be a very fun project for me. This is not something I'm going to sell on Facebook Marketplace, because some of the stuff I might just part out, or I might just repurpose this for non-Windows stuff, just to see what it is that I can get away with on here. So that's going to be it for this video. You're going to see a follow-up of this video for the upgrades once I have everything tested and verified that everything is working, because this is an HP, and had this been like a Dell Optiplex, this would have been really easy to pull off. But because this is an HP, you're going to definitely have some challenges. You'll definitely see some videos talking about it. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you want to see me do more stuff with this after that follow-up video, please let me know. Or maybe you guys have stories yourself on cheap computers and all the weirdness that you guys would find. And all that. Or if you want to just discuss other stuff on my thoughts on the current market, because this is recorded in the beginning of December of 2025. The whole market is just absolutely horrendous at the moment to build a new computer. So it's one of the reasons why I wanted to do an upgrade video with this. So I've already been talking too much. So I was supposed to end it already. So thank you guys for watching. Just leave a comment on your thoughts on all that, what you like or didn't like, or what you want me to do, or any ideas I should do with this. Give it a like, all that stuff. Subscribe maybe, because I will be doing a follow-up. Could be a failed follow-up and the things I've learned, or it could be a fun outcome. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day, night, week, whenever you're watching this. Peace out.